Hello and welcome back to our 30-day Becoming the Woman of Influence that you have been called to be. Today is day 3, and we are diving into God-sized goals or God-sized dreams. I don't know if you can see the back of my jacket. My hair is in the way. God-sized dreams. And that's what we're going to talk about today. And so this isn't about quick wins or even New Year's resolutions that are going to be faded by February. It's about becoming the person that you're called to be and setting intentional, purpose-driven goals that honor God's timing and His purpose for your life. I want to actually start by reading you something that was in my Jesus Calling devotion, and I just thought it was so powerful. So I'm going to read it. I hope that's okay with you, but I am with you and for you. When you decide on a course of action that is in line with my will, nothing in heaven or on earth can stop you. You may encounter many obstacles as you move toward your goal, but don't be discouraged. Never give up. With my help, you can overcome any obstacle. Do not expect an easy path as you journey hand in hand with me, but do remember that I, your very present helper, am omnipotent. Much stress results from your wanting to make things happen before their times have come. Now, that was written just for me. One of the main ways I assert my sovereignty is in the timing of events. If you want to stay close to me and do things my way, ask me to show you the path forward, moment by moment, instead of dashing headlong towards your goal. Let me set the pace, slow down, and enjoy the journey in my presence. What then shall we say in response to this? If God is for us, who can be against us? Romans 8:31. For nothing is impossible with God. Luke 1:37. So did you hear what it said? It says, when you decide on a course of action that is in line with my will, nothing in heaven or on earth can stop you. That took me a little bit by surprise. I think I was kind of expecting, God to just tell me everything that I was supposed to do. And I know that He has put stuff on my heart. Actually, there's been stuff on my heart that He's told me He has put there. But I kept stalling and not moving forward because I kept thinking, well, God's going to tell me what to do next. He'll tell me. But, He doesn't want us to just, fall in line. He wants to do this with us, right? We are co-creators with Him. So when you decide on a course of action that's in line with my will, nothing in heaven or on earth can stop you. Isn't that amazing? It also reminds us that stress often comes from trying to make things happen before their time. God's sovereignty shows up in the timing of events. So today, we're letting go of striving. We've had our do-over. We're letting go of making things happen on our own schedule, and we're stepping into His timing. So as we think about the goals we want to see, I want to ask you, who are you becoming? What are the things that you were avoiding or putting off? What are those things that you know will move your life forward, but until our reset, you were too afraid to do? What's going to help you move your business forward? Are you stuck in a struggle, in a problem? These are the goals we want to focus on here. And here's the beauty. You don't have to start everything today. I'm not telling you to set the goal and plan the date and everything today. What I do want, though, is for you to write them down, to get clear on your intentions and declare that you are moving forward in them, standing powerfully in your calling. We have something like 60 days left of the end of the year. When I think of in January where I wanted to be at this time, I'm not there. So I'm not setting intentions for New Year's. I'm setting intentions for now. I set intentions at the start of this program. And my intentions is to help women, to help them get unstuck, to help them move their businesses forward, to declare God's glory in their businesses. So that's what I want to focus on. I want you to write down just a couple of goals that you know will help you. Here's one of mine. 2 years ago, God told me what my purpose was. And He told me that my purpose was to raise up kingdom women to powerfully stand in who He says they are, knowing He is who He says He is, and being bold in their calling and advancing His kingdom on earth as it is in heaven. So I said to God, how am I supposed to do that? Like, that's a really big thing. And a few things that He said to me. First of all, He said, you know how to make money. You have been in business for years. You have been working in these multi-million-dollar corporations, and you know how to do business. And there are so many women who don't. At the time, there were people losing their jobs for not being vaccinated, and the world was in a big mess. And He told me to start a YouTube channel. And, I think my father, um, my earthly father, he always said to me that I always listen, but it takes me a long time before I actually get there. And it's the same thing with God. He told me 2 years ago, maybe three, to start a YouTube channel. And I started it just this month. But you know what? It's all okay. It's in His perfect timing. There are things that I needed to learn. I needed to be renewed. And I needed to step into who I needed to be, who He has purposed me to be, who He has called me to be. And that's what I'm doing. And that's what I'm calling you up to do. Maybe you're unsure of what that calling is, and it's okay. Start by sitting with God in the quiet place. Ask Him to reveal His plans for you. Sometimes finding clarity means reaching out to those who can see God's bigger perspective, a trusted friend, a pastor, a mentor, or even me. But make sure that it's a giraffe, someone who can see from a higher perspective and who wants to see you grow. Let's declare this truth in prayer together. God, you said you have plans for me, plans to prosper me and not to harm me. You promised to guide my steps and make my path straight. I trust that you are for me, that your timing is perfect, and that you will reveal my purpose as I walk with you. Sit with God and ask Him to reveal. Ask Him to reveal what's been on your heart, those things that He has put on your heart. Today, we set goals that are aligned with God's purpose and rooted in His promises. Let's become the women of influence that we were created to be, stepping forward boldly and confidently, one intentional step at a time. Write your goals, declare them, and hold on to God's timing. Remember, there's nothing that can stop His plans for you. I'll see you tomorrow for day 4.